Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem Awesome, Chief Market Analyst at Avatrade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. Yes, as the headline says, Bitcoin's 50-year price level. There is nothing more that we can say because the price has been uh, flirting with this particular price level for the last number of days, and then today it made another attempt, a very, very close attempt to that price once again. But let's have a bit more deeper conversation on that. But before we do it, as always, it is important for me to go through this disclaimer and risk warnings. Anything which will be discovered, which will be discussed in this video cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. Now, as always, I'm going to bring out the MT4 platform and we will focus our conversation on the 4 hour time frame to begin with. On the 4 hour time frame, we have three different important moving averages. To begin with, we have your 50-day simple moving average, followed by that is your 100-day, and then finally your 200-day simple moving average. Now, folks, the last time that we talked about Bitcoin price, we talked about that Bitcoin prices are becoming a lot more bullish, and at the time, we were right over here. The price was just the 50-day simple moving average was crossing above the 200-day simple moving average, and the price was very much trading in around that 37 to 38,000 price level, because this is where we were. And then after that, we had this big news above from Tesla, that the Tesla has invested into Bitcoin, and then that pushed the prices very, very close to that 50,000 price level for the first time. But following that, we did see retracement coming into the market, which really pushed the prices lower for Bitcoin, and we saw the prices going all the way to 40,000, and then this formed some sort of a either the first support was formed in around this particular area after the prices saw this retracement. But from there onwards, what really happened was we saw once again prices started to pick up more momentum, and we saw Bitcoin prices soaring from here to once again challenging the 50,000 price level. But when we fit the price failed, but it formed a new higher low, and that was the point where everyone was very much paying attention to, because the price didn't come back to the previous level of lows. As you can see that the price formed a low which was higher than the previous one, and then it continued its journey, and it was right around this particular price level when it formed the new higher low, that the price actually came very close towards its 50-day simple moving average. And the price, when the price retraced towards its 50-day simple moving average, in our previous video we did discuss this particular price action as well, that the price needs to stay above the 50-day simple moving average, because if the price crosses below the 50-day moving average, which was right over here as I mentioned, then it was a confirmation that we were going to have a little bit of a trouble, a little bit of a more weakness for the price. But that is not what we have seen. We saw a price forming a lower low in comparison to this particular one, but then the price quickly continued its journey to the upside. Now what we are really looking at, we are focusing on a situation where the price could have formed a double top, and I'm really referring to the situation right over here. So if we zoom into this one, we can see that the previous top was formed over here, and then one top is formed here. But another thing which is very clear is that the price has formed a higher high in comparison to this particular candle, and that to me is an indication that the price is very much it's on its journey to form a to touch that 50,000 price level. Now, if you are not involved in this particular transaction so far, then the opportunity will be very much the moment price crosses that 50,000 price level. That would be very much the opportunity to get back into that trade and really look for that breakout trade, because the price isn't likely to stop there. Once it crosses the 50,000, the price is likely to continue its journey from there onwards towards the next important price level, which is going to be the next psychological price level is going to be 55,000. So from here, the price is going to move towards the 55,000, and then the journey will continue towards the 65,000, which is the actual price level, the next psychological resistance that we are very much focused on. So all in all, focus on the price. As the price breaks above the 50,000 price level, just right around over here, you can take that trade. You can take that the breakout trade, and then target the next resistance, which is going to be near 55,000 to 55,500. So that those are the price levels that we'll be very much focused on. I'm going to try to push this one to 50,000. It is incredibly difficult to get it to the 50,000 price level with this one, but as you know that we are talking about 50,000 price level, and that is the you can always adjust if you wanted to right over here, so you can make that price level over here. Now that support level, oops, where did it go? I think it went somewhere else. I think I may have just typed 5,000 rather than a 50,000. So basically another way of adjusting that is just to click on horizontal, and then from here we can say 50, 1, 2, 3, and nope, it's still not going there. Why is that? I'm not sure. It should do it. I'm gonna try one more time, and then before we see that, okay, if there's a technical difficulty coming with them, we'll have to investigate that. Why is it not doing it? Because usually when you will do 50, I'm gonna try to do it without comma this time. So 50,000. There you go. So that was the thing, because I was adding comma all that, so that's why the price wasn't really adding to that price level. But now this is their first resistance, and so this will be your psychological breakout trade, and then targeting the next level near 55,500. So we will continue to monitor the price action for Bitcoin, and as the price unfolds, we will give you more information on it. So stay safe and happy trading.